statement, make eye contact. If you got a question, I'll call on you individually.
Hey guys, good evening. Appreciate everybody being here. Certainly proud of the way our guys just with it after starting on the offensive side of the ball, starting a little bit sluggishly, and just maintaining composure and just staying into the defense. Did a phenomenal job after the first drive to shut down the opponent and giving us an opportunity to get back in and close out the first half with a scoring drive, and that certainly built some momentum. Came out with great defense, great special teams that just we started clicking and started doing some started playing more line of work. So, questions?
So Jim Reynolds from AV, Mario, to the field interview. Now, like I said, you guys. Is that personified?
In a way, it
about
is.
stacking out like last week.
Yes, sir. I mean, the standard is nothing but your absolute best. Absolutely. You know, it's when that game, we don't get the result we want early. We drive down there, we miss a field goal. We didn't convert on the fourth down pass. We are pretty good at doing. You know, you gotta trust each other and have the resilience and the trust in, not only as players but as a staff that if you just stay on course, stay on schedule, and follow the game plan at some point in time, it's not great. There's things where you saw enough on the iPad and say, this kind of good offense ball. But no one panicked. I thought just the defense, the way they took over the game, as physical as they were, the field position given to us by special teams, the return game, certainly all those things, albeit the fourth and one of the three that we had an opportunity to score on 7 straight drives. So certainly a massive turnaround from the previous quarters of our previous game, the first quarter and a half of football.
Coach Mario, two questions on the defense. First, just the group overall. What did you see after the first drive that led to the response, and how you like what they were able to do after?
Well, you know, we may have reduced pre-snap penalties by a little bit, but when we were to the standard, we spoke about the standard earlier. What we saw is communication. And when we communicate and line up the right way and play with confidence, you see what you saw after the second drive. We were still a little bit out of sorts on the first drive. We had a couple of miscommunications after that. Alignment, assignment, and just kind of really fast and physical. It became a reality. So it's key to hold that.
And then Noah Keener, how close was he, and what did you like about Marquise Armando, that build in for him on that?
We felt the key was really close. We felt all week he was going to be there, and then sometimes you could present yourself with an option to play a player. You have to be calculated. Not your staff has to calculate what type of risk is involved. You set it back. Is this a guy that can be a full speed player with another couple of days? So the assessment was made as well as the decision, and it was the right thing to do.
Coach, what happened?
Offense starting off a little sluggishly, especially in the run game. I think 60-ish yards in the first half, maybe a little less. I don't remember exactly, but obviously came alive in the second half. Just what changed? Blocking, running backs. What changed the running game in the second half?
Well, I do think this, and it's probably an unpopular take, is that all these teams have good players. If you watch college football across the entire country, regardless of records, you're going to see very tight teams. Okay, and at some point in time, the play calls along with the execution of these play calls, if you feel confident in them and you feel there are opportunities there, you stick with them, and that's the goal. Don't get away, and that's what happened in the run game. A little bit more on finish, a little bit more on half position, a little bit more on pad level, and then seeing a little bit better. Sometimes a little bit more patient, sometimes getting an extra hat over there. Sometimes someone make it to the safety, sometimes make it a safety miss. There's a lot of different schemes that we run. Some between the tackles, some stuff outside or designed to go outside. But the run game, in my opinion, as the game wears on, you should get better. You should trust your offensive line, your bigs, and your running backs. You should get better. I think Mark Fletcher, again, showed why he's such a great player. It's so important to this football team. Give him the carries necessary to get him going. And I think the entire tone and perspective.
Coach, can you just talk about Coach Heatherman and the rest of the defensive staff and the defensive players' ability to make adjustments. Obviously they gave up that touchdown in the first drive, and then after that was pretty lights out. Just amazing ability to make adjustments on the fly there.
He's very regimented, perfectionist, and he was obviously, the standard is a standard. The first drive wasn't good enough, and I think every defensive player played the same. I think every player in our locker room will echo the same message, as Coach Heather did. I think from a seeing the game standpoint and calling it, certainly he's made us a ton better. Tonight, it was critical for us to get those stops because we weren't generating much on the other side of the ball. And those stops eventually led to great field position because of special teams, complementary play, and of course, turnovers forced. So, a ton of credit to everybody on that team. The scout team guys are prepared.
Coach, got a couple more. We'll go to Chris Stock in the back and go back to Jordan.
We talked a lot about Malachi, Tony, and his performance all season. Just again tonight, we saw from him and then his plays in the return game. Just when he has the ball in his hands.
Yeah, we've been looking forward to getting him involved in the return game. And sometimes you've got to be careful, in choosing certain schemes and certain calls due to some of the things that you see on the other side and some of the things that you have to audible to on the other side as well. But the opportunity was there tonight. We trust him a lot, and we saw what you saw. An explosive guy that is always ready to make a play for his teammates, a guy that is fearless, a guy that not only wants the ball, wants to throw his body around in there and block, just a complete team player, and certainly a game changer.
Coach, we'll wrap up with two other individual guys. Tony Johnson didn't get any touches early in the year. Did you see him take advantage of his opportunities today? And then Xavier Luke's on defense, first interception. And just thoughts on how those two new guys.
Xavier West got themselves some interceptions tonight. Both those guys played really well. Got our corners in general. We're able to rotate a few guys in there, and they're all unselfish. They go in there, they do their job, and they complement each other really well. Tony got his shot tonight. We did some 4 wides and 10 personnel stuff. Create a little bit of air, in there that helped the running game as well. And certainly a guy that we think very highly of. And I think what you saw tonight, a lot of guys have been working hard to earn playing time. I think Tony has worked really hard to earn playing time. I think Josh Moore has worked hard and earned playing time. Trader has worked hard and earned playing time. Chris Wheatley got some touches. Pringle got some touches. We're looking forward to getting Dalen Upshaw in there as well. Our roster is, when you have an opportunity like that, those last 16 to 18 plays are critical because it's not about scoring. It's about roster development as you head further and further into the season. End of October, right? Beginning of November. So really good to see that from our guys.
Good morning. That was Coach Mario Cristobal, post-game presser after last night's 42-7 win against Stanford. I'm going to give you my thoughts on the game. Like he said, first quarter, standard wasn't the standard. 85 yards to 66, 54 to 14 on the rush. But after that, Stanford only had 1 yard total rushing the rest of the way. Won the rest of the way. They had 97 yards. We had 176. We got it going in the second quarter and really snowball from there. Then look at that in the second half. 228 yards to just 47 for Stanford. And they had minus 8 yards rushing in the second half. Minus 8. And he really had only, to be honest, when you look at the rushing, 63 minus 8 after that. CANES really clamped down on D after that. The penalties, I did not like the penalties. 2 false starts really in the first half, but really clamped down in the second half. But on the offense line got going. We cleaned those up on the pre-snaps. Still got to clean that up a little bit, but still good there. The defensive penalties, the offsides, first and then 2 in the second half there, the offsides. First play of the second half there, they got the offsides on David. And then D committed a PI penalty there, but really no damage. They did accept that, really no damage. But Stanford didn't commit a defensive penalty last night, but we caused 2 penalties on Stanford, and of course 2 picks. On the big plays, when you look at the big plays last night, we had 169 yards in big plays to just 49 for Stanford. Folks, that's dominance, folks. That is dominance. Okay. When you look at what we did in the second half, we committed 2 penalties. But yeah, we have to both on the defensive side, like I said. But listen, we gotta be better. We gotta be better in some areas. We gotta get off to a faster start. But overall, I felt we did a good job. We were perfect in the red zone. 42 points in the red zone. But we have to clean again. The penalties have to get cleaned up. But I felt we did a good job. All in all, we only had 4 yards lost last night. Stanford 35. We had 404 yards total offense to 144 for Stanford. 199 to 55 in the run game. That, my friends, is dominance. That, my friends, is dominance. Okay. Happy we got the win. Had 35-0 in the second half. Did a great job. Really, we clamped down for that first drive. Really, it was slow there, a little sluggish there, but second half we really turned it up defensively. All 3 and Malachi Tony, all 3 phases. When you look at the all-purpose, look at the punt returns. 73 yards from Malachi Tony on punt returns. Could have had some TDs there, better blocking, but overall I thought we did a good job. Carter didn't miss a field goal. Don't know what happened there. Maybe bad snap. I think he hooked it. But overall, I felt we did well, but we could be better in some areas. Now let me get to the report card. Offense, I'm going to give an A. Really from the slow start, but overall, I felt we did well. Run game was honest. Everything was on point last night. We did it. We did what we needed to do. That was the simple reality. Running game was on point. Carson Beck had a bounce back, had a good game. Receiving, everything was clicking last night. Really, after that first drive, really in the second half specifically, and really the end of the half. The TJ touchdown really got the spark going there, and then snowballed into the second half. Defense, I'm going to give an A. Every 2 interceptions. We sacked Stanford's quarterbacks. Twice last night. We picked off Colt Branson twice. Everyone did a good job there. Luke got the pick. And then Wesley on the other pick there. Defense did a very good job. We shut down Stanford in the second half. Really in the second half we shut them down, but really after that first drive everything clicked. 35 yards lost in tackles for loss. We had 6 tackles for loss last night. Did a very good job. 2 sacks. They did not sack Beck last night. So good job there. Special teams, I'm gonna give. Believe it, I gotta give an A- because of the Carter miss. But Malachi Tony was the spark on special teams. Those 2 big punt returns give us great field position and for the offense to take advantage of, and that's exactly what we did. Good job there. Now I gotta give out my game balls. Time to give out the game balls. My first game ball goes to Malachi Tony. When you look at what this man did last night, just unbelievable what this man did. Okay. Malachi Tony, when you look at his numbers last night, just incredible. 2 returns for 73 yards last night. 52 yards receiving. Over 100 yards all-purpose last night. Just incredible. Second game ball I'm going to give is to Mark Fletcher. 23 carries, 106 yards, and 3 touchdowns. I mean, what can you say about this man? This man him and Tony willed this team to win last night. Third game ball I'm going to give to C.J. Daniels. Even though he had only 8 yards, he got the TD that really put the spark into the team, gave us a boost going into the half. Even though we were 7-7, you could see the momentum begin to switch our way, and it snowballed from there. My fourth and final game ball I'm going to give to the defense. Shutting down Stanford in the second half, minus 8 yards rushing. Just absolutely incredible. Incredible what they did. Okay. 47 total yards allowed by the defense in the second half. Just absolutely incredible. And the run, minus 8 yards rushing in the second half for Stanford. That's just amazing. Amazing. They were 2 for 8 on third down, by the way. They were 2. They did nothing after that. I mean, just absolute dominance by the defense in the second half. They get my fourth and final game ball. So we're gonna close out with this. Glad we got the win. Wish we could start a little faster, but hey, you take the win. You cover at the end. Get the job done. Move on to next week against SMU on the road in Dallas. And SMU's not going to play like they did against Wake next week. I can tell you that now. And that will be the focus in the defensive rooms this week. And it's going to be the message to the team. Start faster. Start faster. Cut the penalties on the pre-snap early. Play a complete 60-minute game. Play like we did in the second half last night for 4 quarters against SMU on the road. Okay? Because the start we had last night in the first half is not going to cut it against a team like SMU. And they're not going to play like that again on Saturday against us. So I'll talk about SMU in the next podcast. I'm hoping for Tuesday and Wednesday. I'm trying to line up a guest right now to preview that game with me. I'll have more info on X this week as we go on. Take care. Have a great day. Great day to be a Cane. 6-1 on to SMU. Go Canes.